Good morning, good morning. It's hashtag Maggie the Therapist with your wake up call. So, welcome. January 2026, we made it. And to those that didn't, I want to send my deepest and sincerest condolences to their families and friends. I am so sorry, but grief is natural, right? This is everyone is gonna die eventually, right? So this emotion, I think, is the worst of them all because it brings everything together, right? So and at different times. I mean, from sadness to worry to fear to depression to just angry, right? So many emotions. And then, when you get around family and you guys are talking and reminiscing, right? It becomes a little happiness. And, you know, it's a wave, okay? And that's how I see it. Grief is a wave. Me grieving, everybody grieves differently, right? I have my mother's screen, she's my screensaver, but I can't look at no, I couldn't look at any of the pictures or videos for years. I couldn't do it. I would just, it just brung an emotion, an overwhelming emotion over me where I would cry. So I would have to avoid her pictures in my phone or wherever where I seen her pictures. Like I would have to avoid it. And that was me grieving. That was me grieving. I don't want to accept it yet. I didn't want to accept it, right? But I mean, as time goes on, I'm not saying that you heal or it gets better. What I'm saying is you're able to cope, right? And you're able to cope by putting your both feet to the ground, right? And relaxing your body, okay? From top to bottom, we're going to scan, right? We're going to leave all them emotions. We're going to forget about them right now because we're going to breathe, right? So we're going to calm our body down. And as you calm down, you see your eyes get lower, like you starting to get sleepier, right? Because, yeah, you want to relax your brain. You want to relax yourself. So as you relax, breathe in for 5, out for 6. And as you're breathing, I want you to open up that chest. I want you to let it go. Let it go. And as we're breathing and as we're relaxing, let's not think about anything. Let's breathe and out. And listen, after you're finished breathing, do not go back to that negative thought, right? Go into positive thinking, right? Let's do positive affirmations. Let's talk good about ourselves. Let's bring that positivity into our environment, into our spirit, into our lives, right? Let's think right so we can be right, okay? Let's breathe. Let's calm down. Let's relax. So, in saying that, I hope everybody is calm. I hope all is well. I hope everybody came into the holidays refreshed and ready to start a whole nother year because we about to do this January 2026. Let's get to it. So, I want to talk about today is prioritizing, right? Yes. I mean, we have to um start a to-do list, right? And I know a lot of people do this. And if you do, continue doing it. And if you don't, let's make a practice out of it. Because like I said, right, for myself, I have so much to do. I'll be all over the place. But I use my calendar a lot. I use my calendar, I use my notepad, I use all the functions from this thousands of dollar phone that I could use. But what happens is I think we need to go back to prehistoric, not even prehistoric, because we have copy machines and stuff like that. So what I did was I scheduled me a to-do list, right? Something that I do, everything that I do every day, right? I do so much. And when I wrote it down, I'm like, I really do this throughout the day. My life is just swamped, right? So with my to-do list, I put everything down that I do throughout the day. Okay, now I'm putting everything down. Okay, what do I normally do throughout the week? Okay, I know what I do throughout the day. What do I do throughout the week? Okay, from children's dance to tennis to me gym, da da da, whatever the situation is, right? So how do I want my month to look? Right? I want to conquer another month of school, right? So I want to stay on top of my homework, get these presentations in, get these reports in. I want to stay on top of my. So what I'm saying is the to-do list is a bit of motivation. You're writing down, and I make copies of it. Like I said, I got 3 pages. You're writing down the things that you need to do, right? To stay on point, on topic, because that's what you want to do, right? I don't want to pile so much on top of me because I got so much to do, right? So what I do is prioritize the things from, let me do this first, let me do this second, let me do this third, let me knock this out, let me knock that out, let me knock this out. Okay, and make January a marker. Make January a marker. We're starting from January, so by January 7th, I have to have my calendar full for the whole through next 3 months. My calendar has to be full of things that I need to do. It's appointments that I need to set, meetings that I need to set, whatever. Everybody need to be scheduled in, right? It ain't no more, oh, I'm gonna call you. Ain't no more, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna let you know when it's no, you're locked in. And if we got to reschedule, we have to reschedule around that schedule. So that's how that's going this year, okay? So, and also, the declutter. Let's declutter. So what happened was for a whole 2 months, I was going through my clothes and everything and throwing them in a big bag, throwing them in big things that I didn't want because I'm like, even though I don't want them, they're still good and other people can use them. So let me put all the stuff in the bags. So that's what I'm gonna do again. I gave a big bag away to a homeless shelter and stuff like that with nothing but women adult clothes and kids clothes for the homeless shelter. So I'm gonna do that again. That's what I'm gonna start getting rid of some of these clothes because all the clothes I wear is hung up. So everything that's just in buckets because I got clothes in buckets, clothes. You be like, who wearing all these clothes? I don't know. But I'm about to get rid of it. And then these 1,000 pieces of mail, right? Just mail. So at the end of the month, I'm going to get a paper shredder so I can get rid of 95% of this mail. I don't even know why they still send mail, especially when you got emails and stuff like that. But I guess we have to keep some things have to stay the same, right? But yes, let's declutter. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. They even have Poshmark, which I have one, where you could sell your things online and get money from it. Your old everything you could sell online and get money from. Let's declutter. Let's make a couple coins while we do it, and let's have a great new year. Right? Let's try not to think too negative. Let's think more positives on ourselves. Let's create these daily affirmations in our head. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay? You can do this. We have another year. Let's strap them boots up. Let's tie them all the way to the top. And let's focus. All right? And I wish you guys the best year ever. Okay, that's my wish for you. Is the best year ever. Everybody that's having birthdays, happy birthday this year. And let's get to it. Let's buckle down and let's get to it. Don't forget, do not forget, okay? Because you work hard, you play hard. Okay? Bye, guys.